Okay, hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Fire Emblem Sacred Stones playthrough. This is just a small little segment to show off the conversations that happen in between basically this point and the next map selection that we have. So, this is where we make the opposite choice that we made before. We went to Erica to Ralston. She didn't even get to Ralston, the funny thing. Now, we're going to go with Ephraim to Grotto, so let's get started. Prince Ephraim. Is that you, Seth? I'm almost ready to depart. I'm leaving Erica in your care. Actually, my lord, we have the honor of riding with you. What? What about Erica? The princess informs me that she'll be accompanied by Ephraim escorts. She tells me she does not need a large retinue on such a small ship. I understand, but we must be prepared for anything. I will be fine, Seth. Please go attend Erica. Lord Ephraim, this is Lady Erica's wish. She implored us to lend your blades to you on the front lines. She spoke to each of us individually. She knelt before us and beseeched us to go. Her sincerity, her concern, we could not help but be more moved by her plea. Oh, Erica. Very well, you will all come with me. But steel yourselves. This will not be an easy journey. I want only volunteers who are unafraid of meeting death. I'll let the others know. I must tell you, my lord, they are already preparing to depart. They know the risks they are taking, and not one will be deterred. So yeah, basically, that's just saying that Seth, including all of the units that we met during Erica's Chapter 1 through 8 journey, are actually coming with Ephraim. So, in this story, Erica is going to be all alone, going to Ralston, and Ephraim is going to have all of the units on his side, which honestly makes more sense. Because Ephraim is honestly doing a really, really big thing here. He is invading Grotto, the enemy stronghold, for crying out loud. So, this honestly makes the most sense, at least in my opinion. This is why I say Ephraim's route is the canon path, so to speak. Because really, I mean, Erica's really only going, to do a solo single mission anyway. So, it honestly makes more sense. But, yeah, anyway. Here we are on the map. Like I said, it really wasn't a long section, so I didn't have a whole lot to say there. But, like I did in Erica's story, I am going to probably spend some time grinding a bit. So, all of my units will probably be around level 10 when I start the next chapter. And I might also do something else in regards to support conversations. But I'll talk about that later. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to go for, so yeah, that's it. We're back at the map, and we are now on Ephraim's story. So I will see you guys just in a little bit when we're ready to start Chapter 9 of Ephraim's Path. So see you guys then. Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Fire Emblem Sacred Stones playthrough. We've been through Erica's route. We went through Carcino. We made it to Jehanna. We basically followed Erica all the way to where the twins will meet up at some point. But now, we're actually going to be going the other route. So we are back in Chapter 9. This chapter, I believe, is called Fort Rigwald. Yep, that's right. And we're going to do the whole thing again, but we're going to be seeing some new maps. We're going to be seeing some new stories, some new scenarios. It's going to be a completely different path from what Erica took, and it should be very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and get started with Chapter 9. Ephraim begins his march south towards Grotto from Castle Frelia. Upon conquering Aeneas, the Grotto Empire has set its sights on Frelia. However, Ennis and his troop meet the invaders at the water's edge. Against all odds, Ennis halts the invasion, keeping Frelia's border intact. Ephraim coordinates Frelia's troops in an effort to advance the front lines. Unbeknownst to Ephraim, Grotto forces are waiting for them at Fort Rigwald. They fortify their positions and plan to wait out Freelia's siege. Undaunted, Ephraim remains determined to root out Grotto. Chapter 9, Fort Rigwald. I've already said that multiple times now. I think this is the same conversation we got earlier, but I'll still read it again. The Stone of Frelia has already been taken care of. How is the Stone of Verneus continues to elude us? Glenn, Walter, find the children of Verneus. Find them and take them the bracelets that they wear. Glenn, take Erica. Walter, take Ephraim. Find them. Conquer them. Yes, Your Majesty. Haha! Erica, eh? She's a ripe little peach. And her brother Ephraim, he's better prey than I'd imagined. I can feel my blood rushing at the thought. This might be fun after all. Kalak, Reeve, shatter the remaining sacred stones. Kalak, take Jehanna. Reeve, take Rouston. Go, crush the sacred stones they house.
As you will. I'll begin making arrangements for Rouston's downfall immediately. Bah, why am I stuck with Jehanna? Accursed ill luck. I became a mercenary to escape that wretched place, and now I must go back?
Dwezel, go to Frelia. Punish the Frelian army and their commander Ephraim. Begging your pardon, Your Majesty. Now that you've conquered Neus, what are your plans for her citizens? The country is in ruins. Thieves and bandits swagger about as if... Leave them. But sire...
Sir Dwezel, the Emperor has spoken. Please.
Selena, remain here in the capital. We shall have new orders for you shortly.
Understood.
So I think this conversation is actually new. Please, Your Majesty, grant me the privilege of a single question. You vex us. Your Majesty, you know that I will gladly lay down my life for an honorable cause. But these orders and all of our recent actions, they are not just. If I saw any way in which this invasion protected Grotto, I would hold my tongue. But now Reneus is left ungoverned down the chaos, and we gain nothing. Why do you wage this war? What is it you hope to achieve? You've sent our men to fight and die for nothing. This isn't war, it's murder. Dwezel, the decision is ours to make. You have no voice in these matters. Punish me if you must, Your Majesty, but I implore you. Please, rethink this. If this continues, Grotto will... Dwezel, go to Frelia. Crush the Frelian army and he who leads them, Prince Ephraim. Your Majesty. Have you gone deaf? Dwezel, go to Frelia. Crush the Frelian army and he who leads them, Prince Ephraim. Yes, Your Majesty. Commander Geb! We captured a Pegasus Knight snooping about the castle.
Let me go! Stop it! That hurts! Ooh! You didn't tell me she was such a treat for the eyes. Heh, this is a prize worth catching. I came for Ephraim. If you do anything to me, he will not be merciful. Heh, I like her. Throw her in a cell. I'll spend the evening giving her a thorough interrogation. Heh. You beast!
That is Fort Rigwald. It has stood unconquered for generations. Its defenses are legendary. It's the jewel of Grotto's fortifications, and its walls have never been breached. And if we don't capture it, any attack the capital will be pointless. Tell me what you see, Seth. Do we have the power to take it? It is a daunting task. The enemy has the advantage of both terrain and numbers. But what about morale? Do you suspect the soldiers may be unwilling to fight? Anything's possible. This war is a sudden thing, but Grotto and Reneus have had long been friendly. Before these hostilities, our nations were allies. No, closer even than that. This is the Emperor's war, but the hearts of the people are not so swift to change. For example, General Dwezel, one of the Imperial 3 they call Obsidian. He was the one who taught me what I know about fighting with the lance. Dwezel's sympathies are sure to remain with Reneus and with our cause. He is loyal to Grotto, but he has no love of war. I'm sure he will speak with me. And more than that, Prince Leon has been my friend for years. He can be timid at times, and perhaps was unable to oppose his father in this, but I'm sure he detests this fighting and shares my opinions. Prince Ephraim. There must be some Grotto soldiers within the castle who do not want to fight. If we can rush the fort and seize the throne room, I believe they will surrender. Optimism here may be deadly. Still, it's far better plan than challenging the main army face to face. Erica is on her way to Rouston to help end this conflict. We cannot afford to wait here for much longer. We must take this fort and then press on to the capital itself. Let's go. Attack! We're under attack! Looks to be Freelian troops. Their commander is Prince Ephraim of Rheneas. Rheneas? This whole thing stinks. My younger sister and her husband were living in Rheneas. What is the Emperor thinking starting this war? I think... Hey. Huh? Yeah, I heard you. Talking about not fighting, are you? Losing your nerve? The punishment for treason is harsh. You'll burn at the stake. But... It's just not me. Even General Duezel is opposed to this war. Duezel? You side with that washed-up coward? And who you commanding officer? Is it Duezel? Come on, out with it. You are, Sir Geb. That's right, so that should make it clear whose orders you follow, eh? You got that, dolts? If you do, then shut up and get in formation. No one cares whether your minnows die or live or die anyway, got it? Wait a moment. That's a horrible thing to say. And who are you supposed to be? Your name, out with it. I'm Amelia. I was assigned to this fort today. I am a soldier of Grotto. I am not a slave. What's this now? You're a girl? You've got a lot of nerve talking like that to your commander, recruit. Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you about the chain of command. Commander Geb, enemy troops approaching. Grr, stinking interruptions. Form up your useless worms. Don't let those dogs near the throne. Grotto cannot afford to lose a brilliant tactician of my stature. No one will blink if any of you worthless toads dies, but if I die, you should be happy to fight, kill, and die in my service. I became a soldier to honor the Emperor, General Duezel, and the people of Grotto. But this is wrong. That's the lot of a soldier. We're pawns in the game of kings and emperors. We fight as ordered and we die as ordered. That's it. Come on, time to go. Well, that sucks. But yeah, as you can see, because we're on Ephraim's route now, things do change quite a bit. Amelia is actually here now. And they actually have Tana captured, so we will be getting those units. They will be able to join us, and we'll be able to have them like we had them in Erica's story. But like I said, there are a few units we will not get, and I'll cover those when the time actually comes. And there's units we'll get specifically for Ephraim's story that won't be in Erica's story, so, you know, a lot of different things can happen. But yeah, before I do anything, let me first pick my troops. This chapter can actually be somewhat difficult if you're not careful. I feel like there's a lot of things that could really, really go wrong here. But I am going to bring Natasha for sure. Obviously Niemi. There's stuff to steal, so Calm will be brought. I'm going to bring my magic users. Of course Joshua, Franz, Ross. And I have room for some others. Oh yeah, Gilliam. Might as well bring Gilliam, I guess. Here I could bring one of the other Cavaliers, because Cavaliers could be pretty useful here due to their high movement. I'm not really sure about bringing Vanessa, though. I probably won't. And of course I could bring my second healer, too. So, I definitely have a lot of options here. I'm not going to bring Garcia, Seth, and Vanessa, though. So it's going to be between the other three. Yeah, let's see. Ford or Kyle? Ford or Kyle? I feel like Kyle has slightly better stats that will benefit me more. Since I'm kind of, well, I don't know. They're pretty well balanced considering. Kyle has more defense, which is what I'm a little more interested in. Yeah, I'll go with Kyle. Okay, so I got my units. Now let's actually place them. I'm going to put Ross in front so we can take care of that knight. And, let's see, yeah, you guys will be in the back. I'll also put you in the front too, because you have very small movement as it is. Wait, didn't I bring... Okay, yeah, no, there he is. I was like, did I bring Joshua? It's like, yeah, of course I brought Joshua. What am I thinking? Let me do this. Let me put these guys here. I'm going to put Franz slightly in front. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. And then this. Oh, I could actually... Oh, no, I couldn't do that because they'd have to move over this way. I was thinking I could use Niemi to snipe this guy. I was like, I don't think I have a longbow to do that. Okay, I think I'm pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and save. And now we're going to look at all the other units that we have to deal with. Geb is actually going to be pretty scary. He has a killer axe. But I thought he actually had a bow, but I guess that's just Binks then. So I don't want him to equip that killer axe, because that will be a good weapon to get for Ross later on. But let's go ahead and go through the motions. Okay, there is a sleep staff guy we need to look out for. This is where a longbow would be very, very helpful. But unfortunately, we have to press on without it. We do have chest keys. Red gem. Okay, I might want to steal that if possible. Because money is always a good thing to have. Door key. Okay, here's some weapons that look interesting. Luna. Okay, not really worried about him. Killing Edge, I guess that's, yeah, that guy. Heavy Spear. Need to keep that in mind and watch out for Gilliam. Make sure he's not in front at that point. Hold on, what did I... pressing the wrong button too many times. And there's also a Horse Slayer in the form of... Where is he? Oh, he's here too. Okay, so I need to watch out for that Horse Slayer guy as well. I should be fine. Also Axe Raver. He's kind of near the end though. And of course we have good old Amelia. Amelia's right here. Okay. I think I've done enough research. Let's go ahead and get things started. And there is Tana. Oh, what a fool I've been. I came all this way to help Ephraim, and I ended up getting captured again. That General Geb had the creepiest eyes, and that laugh. Ugh. Hurry, Ephraim, please. Hurry and rescue me. Unfortunately, Tana does not have any items, so she can't actually attack. It would be awesome if she could, but she will be unable to do that, and because of that, I need to keep her there, I guess, and just wait till we actually get near and in a place where we can actually help her. Okay. Oh, I wish I could actually kill him. This is where that support with Garcia would actually be really helpful, actually having that right here. And yeah, I did go ahead and get supports with a lot of my units, so you will probably see a lot of A's that I probably haven't shown in the video yet. But I have a whole recording of all the supports that I'll be showing like periodically through the playthrough, so do not worry about that. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm tired of talking. I'm sure you guys are tired of me talking. You want me to actually get some gameplay. We've been talking for about 15 minutes now. And haven't actually made any progress. Let's go ahead and use the good old hand axe. Wish I could have killed him though. Unfortunately. Can't always get so lucky for that. But once again, we're going to use... I mean, I might have to use Franz to recruit Amelia, but I would really like to show Ephraim recruiting Amelia, because I think the conversation is actually pretty hilarious. Someone actually reminded me of that in the comments section. I'll see if I can do that, but if I don't, it's kind of unavoidable. Also, yeah, don't forget to end Tana's turn, because she technically has a move too. As stupid as that might be. Okay, Ross started out the chapter very well, and looked like he's going to continue this success. Or maybe not. It would have been nice if he killed him, but beggars cannot be choosers. Let's see, who should we use? I'm not going to use Kyle very much for experience. I'm really going to be using him to kind of guard if I need like someone to guard or to be used defensively in any way. That's honestly probably going to be the best use I'm going to get out of Kyle in this chapter. Oh, look at that critical. Colm definitely helped with that. Oh yeah, Colm definitely did. Thank you for that, Colm. So now I need to get some sword users. You know what, I'll put Colm in here because Colm will actually get the support bonus as well. They don't have to be like right next to each other, as I think I've already kind of displayed. As long as they're like somewhat near each other, they'll get the support bonus, which is always really, really nice to have on your side. And okay, I can move you forward now. I want to say that for the C support, like the effects will occur when you're 1 space away, B 2 spaces, and for A it's 3 spaces, I think. Don't quote me on that. I might be thinking of one of the other Fire Emblems, actually. In fact, that is very, very, very possible. I'll go ahead and give you the Iron Blade so you can get your sword experience up a little bit. Because remember, Franz was pretty damn good with swords on Erica, or with lances in Erica's path, so if I give him a little more focus on the sword, maybe he'll actually get to be a more balanced unit. Not that there's anything wrong with what he was, because he did tremendous work all around, for sure. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move you over here. This is where things are probably going to get pretty complicated. Hopefully these guys don't get hit if these guys have long-range weapons. Which I don't think they do, but you can never be too careful. Oh, going after Colm, that's a big mistake. Critical? Nope. He didn't need to critical. He just had to do a simple kill. That's all he had to do. He's going for Colm again? Did you see what happened to your friend just a few seconds ago? I don't know. Not really a smart move, guys. Actually kind of wondering what the hell you're thinking. Okay, so now these guys are going to move forward. One of those is the heavy spear, so I should keep that in mind. Oh, come on, Ross. Stop missing that first hit. That's annoying. That's really, really annoying. Okay, now he's going to try to sleep us. Okay, good. Don't have to worry about that. Okay, you have a lance, you have a lance. Okay, you both have lances. Well, guess what? So does Ephraim, and I think he's just going to kill you. Okay, takes care of that. So let's go ahead and get Joshua a little bit of experience. And might as well get Gilliam a little bit of experience too, since he's not going to be in the front for a small bit. Wish he could do a little more damage though. Actually, no, it would have been nice if he could double, but that's kind of unfair to expect him to, considering the fact that he's a knight. He's not supposed to do that. Okay, I wish I could get rid of this guy right now, so I could just move Ross forward more. I can probably do it. Let me use one of these two. Oh yeah, loot's level 11. I pretty much got all of my units up to level 10, with the exception of the healers, because those would take a ridiculous long time to grind up all the way. My healers will get leveled up in time, but it'll be a while. Okay, Ross, you keep moving. Ross and Franz are going to be the heroes yet again, I feel like. They're always the heroes. I love having them as heroes, though. Because they're so good. They're very, very, very good, actually. Once again, I'm going to use Kyle up here, but only as a defensive wall. Really wish I had some kind of longbow, though. That's the only thing I would like to have. Okay. Still trying to sleep me. Oh, the percentage actually went down. I think it's because Ross gained he either gained a resistant point or a speed point. Or did he even level up? He didn't even level up, so he couldn't have done that. Maybe it was just like the square he was standing on? I don't really know, because I remember it said 30. There's no supports here, so I don't know. Okay, so no one got hit, which means I'm just going to use Natasha to heal Gilliam this time. But we need to be a little careful. Actually, no, we don't. We're fine. Okay, Ross. Can Hatchet kill you? No, it can't. Okay. It was worth checking out, but I should have known. Get rid of that guy immediately. Oh wow, I gained a resistant point. Good job, Ross. Oh, he got the heavy spear too. Perfect. So now we have that, and it didn't get used either, so that's also really good. You gotta love when something doesn't get used, and then you can just have it for your own personal inventory later on. Okay, I need to be a little careful with Franz right here, because the guy coming up does have a Horse Slayer, so as long as we don't put him in range, we should be fine. Or if I'm lucky enough, I could potentially get rid of him before like he even approaches us. I might try to do that, I don't know. Okay. I'll go ahead and give you the javelin that you have. You can go down here. This chapter's pretty basic so far, not a lot we really have to talk about or go into. Lance, door key, perfect. Okay. I think I am going to put Colm right there, because that he might be able to open the door next turn. But I may not want to do that, because I don't know if I want everybody rushing forward yet. I may not actually want that yet. Of course, he's going to go after Franz. In this alternate timeline reality, they're going to actually see the power of Franz. It's not going to look pretty either. Okay, why do you aim for Kyle? You had a worse % chance to get Kyle. At least the sleep staff's over with now.